Our next speaker joined AIA Hong Kong in 2003. In the same year, he graduated from Monash University. For the past 13 years, this young and dynamic leader has groomed 35 MDRT members, including 3 TOT and 3 COT. Of course, this young and dynamic leader has won company-wide and regional top senior unit manager for 3 consecutive years from 2013 and to 2015. You know, I want to share with you something very, very impressive. His direct agency production as of November 2015 was Hong Kong dollars 19.3 million FYC. Mr. Derek Lau, District Manager AIA Hong Kong, will be sharing an inspirational message on Fly Me with the Wings. Mr. Derek Lau.
You guys incredible. A lot of you guys went out to maybe have a little break or maybe toilet or whatever. A lot of you guys are still here and then have a high discipline and patience. Can we give a big hand to all of us first, okay? And you can warm up. Before I came on stage, they told me that Singaporean are shy. I don't think so. 10 seconds later, I'm gonna say good morning to you all, and I would like you to give your loudest voice to feed me back by a simple good morning, okay? If you're ready, 1, 2, 3, good morning! Good morning! Good morning! Good morning! Excellent, okay. Big hand again, thank you. Okay, thank you for coming. Okay, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. As you may have heard that I'm from Hong Kong. I have been working in AI for 30 years. When I just joined this company, I graduated from Melbourne, and then when I came back to Hong Kong, this is actually my first job, and then have been working here for 13 years, and now I'm 37 years old. Okay, having a team of about 60 people in my team. Last year I had about 50 people. Among those 50 people, 35 of them are actually AMWT members, and 3 of them are TOTs, and 3 of them COTs. And this year, actually, we are targeting to have 70 people. Out of those 70 people, we are targeting to have 55 MDRT members with 7 top tables and 14 coffee tables. This and also with you guys to us to be Philippines and also CKID, right? We have 500 MDRTs this year. Okay. This is quite a rush trip for me because actually I just came yesterday, and then I'll be actually flying back tonight at about 1 in the morning, 1 a.m. to take a flight. When I arrive, it should be around 5 in the morning, and then I can go back home to take a quick shower, and then after that I will go back to my office to start the morning meeting with my team at 8 in the morning. This is actually my usual life. I have morning meeting with my members every day from Monday to Saturday, starting from 8, and then so even including tomorrow, I will be joining them. And then I regard this as a discipline, and I also, honestly, I learned this from all the executives in this company, like Mr. Joe Chan, or the top management in the front row. I learned from them, seriously, because like throughout the past years, whenever I had experience to talk to them, every time, I mean, every moment they're very busy, and then they're very passionate, and then they know exactly what they're doing. And then so, even though like this, and then I learn from that, and then they just show that by their real practice, by their real life. And so that's why I respect them very much. And then this time, when I came here, and then before I came, and then I thought that, okay, what topic that I should be giving? Okay, as you can see, my topic is Fly Me with the Wings. The reason is, 3 years ago, I was the chairman of the Chinese meeting, which is one of the conventions in AIA, as you know that. And then at that moment, the topic was rainbow around my shoulder. Okay, and then at that moment, and then I thought to myself, if one day I will have the chance to be the chairman of the convention again, and then the topic will be fly me with the wings, because it is quite equivalent to the previous topic, and I believe that it is a beautiful picture to have wings and also with the rainbow. Well, this time, well, when I come here, okay, obviously I'm not the chairman of the convention. However, the phrase is the same. What a big coincidence is in Singapore, and so that's why I choose this topic, fly me with the wings. Before I start anything, I would like to show you a brilliant video that I love very much, and also that brand always gives me a lot of inspiration. So. Try to hear what he says.
The challenge of my life is to find out how far I can take it.
The only thing that you can think of is that moment right there. Then anything is possible.
If you believe in that, then everything is possible. Red Bull. not selling that, okay? Right from the start of the commercial, and then you hear that he says, the challenge in my life is to find out how far I can take it, or how far I can take it. Oh, come on! This line is so inspirational for me. Okay, how far can take it? Come on, have you ever asked yourself how far can take it? And this is actually one of the philosophies, or maybe one of the values in my life, or maybe in this career as well. So every year, and then I will ask my team, ask myself, okay, how far can take it? If last year was great, what about this year? Actually, in the afternoon session, I'll be giving another speech to some managers in another area, and then actually the topic of that will be good is not good enough. Okay, so I will just leave it in the afternoon session. You can see. Honestly, I'm not sure who he is, okay, or what sport he's playing actually, but I can tell obviously he's an athlete, right? Obviously. And then obviously I can tell that he is having a happy face, and actually he's very passionate. And sorry, you would like to take a photo, right? No. If you do, I will try to pose. Okay. Because for a lot of times when I give speeches, and then every time some people show me the pictures that they talk to me, and I always. Okay. If you want to take pictures, all right, get me ready. Okay. Come on. Okay, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Make myself handsome. Okay, please. Okay. Anyway, okay. So go back to the Alfred, all right, and then you can see from his face. Come on, all right. He's having a very satisfying face. That okay. I guess that probably at that moment he has made some achievements. All right. I'm not sure if it is about money terms, but I guess not. But you can see that very happy. Have you, back to the previous presentation, the previous PowerPoint, that have you ever tried something you have never been to? Okay, if you can get it, it's not about the money terms. All right, you just get happy about it. How do you figure out? Okay, we're entrepreneurs, not staff, not employee. Is that right? And I believe that not only in this industry, but actually in all industries. Okay, if you regard yourself an entrepreneur, if you regard yourself not a staff, but you're the boss, I bet you do good. All right. You maybe remember I had a little conversation with one of my best friends, Guy Hing, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that he just visited because actually at the moment he is doing the EMBA in Hong Kong, and then he got a chance to go to the States to visit quite a few companies over there, like Facebook or Amazon.com, Tesla, something like that. After he came back, and then we had a little conversation. And one topic is that I asked him a question, is that, hey, guy, hey, you know what? Well, sometimes I'm just wondering how come some companies they're that big. It's so amazing. Like, just I mentioned, like Google or maybe Facebook. And then at the moment we're still figuring why. And then I raised, maybe because of those companies they have established for a really long time, maybe for decades, okay? Or maybe some history background, something like that. And then he stopped me, no, Derek, already come to think about it already. Like for example, like Google, Facebook, they have a short history, maybe, I don't know, maybe 20 years, maybe 15, something like that. For a short history, right? I said, yes, yeah, you got a point. It is not about time, it's not about history. What it's all about? Of course, I guess there are a lot of reasons behind, but I'm so sure that one of the biggest reasons is that the boss of those companies, they have the thinking of, they believe that they're the bosses, they're the entrepreneurs, even though at the moment they were not that successful. And so that's why in the next slide I say luck is not a strategy. Fact can be manufactured. Why I said that? Okay. I often have chances to talk to my people or maybe the salespeople, and then sometimes when I ask them, okay, how did you get the cases? How did you get it? And then sometimes, they just tell me, hey, you know what, boss? No, I don't know. Well, just a coincidence. Well, I just met him, and then, well, I don't know. Just got it. I said, no. Okay, all right, think about it. I don't believe that it is a coincidence or it is over luck. I don't believe in that. Maybe the chance that you met the person is quite a coincidence. Maybe for alumni, for a function, for a charity function that I did yesterday, something like that. However, just come to think about it. If you are not the one to go over to talk to him, if you're not taking out your phone to get his number, after you get it, if you're not picking up the phone to call him up and ask him to go out to do the presentation and do the closing, I believe that the whole thing will happen, right? And so what I'm trying to say is that I think luck is not a strategy. Sometimes a lot of people, especially in this industry, they say that, okay, I'm waiting for that client coming. I'm waiting for that case coming. If the client comes, well, I'll be successful. I'll get an MW done. I'll get a COT done. But sometimes I kind of ask him in that way, is that, okay, what if he doesn't show up? What if, right? So don't wait for it. You can't wait for a case. You can wait for the client. Luck is not a strategy. And faith can be manufactured. A lot of people, for example, I have two, last year I got 3 TUT members. And at least I had quite much conversation with those two. One is called Linda, one is called Kate. Both of them, they're just at the age of about 25 or 28, okay? Don't be surprised. Actually, the third one, she's only 22, and then she got the TUT in 4 months, okay? So don't be surprised by the first two, okay? Be surprised by the third. and then, all right, three of them, actually they are all from normal families, okay? I remember Linda's mom is actually a nurse in China, and her dad is actually working for the government, and not a very high one, but just a normal one. And for Kate, if I remember right, her mother is a housewife, and her dad just passed away before that. He was actually a business owner of a small business, so normal families. However, both of them, they're very hardworking, and they're hardworking as in the way to go out to meet people, to do prospecting, to do a lot of phone calls, to do a lot of presentations, something like that, right? And for the main clients that they are doing are not at the age of them. Both of them, they're trying something. However, the clients are at the age of maybe 40 something, 50 something, something like that. So that's why just now, Christina is quite right that she mentioned one point is that we have to pick the right target, right? What was that?
Choice audience.
What was that?
Choice audience.
Yeah, choice audience, right? What I call it is target audience. I guess it's all the same, right? So that means that we have to pick the right source of client. And so that's why I said fate can be manufactured. Okay, you can create your own fate. Whenever you go, try to see if you're targeting on the right audience. See this, be the rich. A lot of people, especially in this industry, they are always saying that, okay, they would love to do the high net worth market, they would love to meet the people, they are rich, okay, they want to get big business. However, sometimes I ask them, okay, maybe it is a little bit not that polite, but I would like to ask them, do you believe that if a rich guy, if he is right in front of you, sitting in front of you, and then would you believe that he would believe in you? Are you talking in his way? Are you dressing in his way? Are you behaving in his way? Are you having his lifestyle? If you're not, and then why is believing you? And why he's going to put some money, maybe part of his wealth, in you? Is that right? So that's why on the way around, if you want to do the rich market, the high net worth market, I believe that first of all, you have to be the rich. That means that you have to have the thought of theirs. You have to behave just like theirs. You have to look, observe, and learn what they speak, what they do, what activities they do, what sports they do. During the family time, in the work time, what they do. Do that. Do that. Just like I mentioned that tonight I will be taking a flight in 1 in the morning, right? Honestly, I learned from there exactly. I remember one time, my team had a luncheon with Mr. Gordon Watson. That was about 2 years ago. And then at that was a lunch. And then during the lunchtime, I could see that Gordon was a little bit dizzy. And then I just asked him, okay, are you alright, Gordon? Because I can see that you're not feeling quite right this afternoon. He said, yes, you know what, Derek? Actually, I just landed Hong Kong like 1.5 hours ago from New York. And actually, right after this lunch, and I cannot even finish the dessert, I will be having another meeting with Mark. Wow. He didn't mention much about selling, not much of a leadership, but actually he's showing me how he's leading. I remember these guys. So just now, that's the point, be the rich. All right, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the material stuff, but I'm saying is that you can observe, you can learn, you can see the successful people around you, what they do, what they think, what they act. So when you have the chance to talk to the real rich guy, I guess that probably he will trust you. He'll put at least part of his wealth in your account. This is a funny statement, all right? Salesmanship is the only industry you can die of encouragement. Too much praise. 太多了。话太多了。把你战死了。听明白吗？ Okay. When my secretary was doing this PowerPoint for me, and then I picked this logo, and then she said, "Oh, boss, you really mean?" Yes. She is. Oh, nice student. Okay. Yes. In this industry, some agency leaders sometimes we praise too much. Sometimes we give too much compliment. Okay. Or sometimes on the way around, we think that we did too good. Actually, this is not. Actually, it is not. A lot of great leaders, a lot of great people in this industry. I'm not going to call the names because you don't know them. But in my field, in my sense, I have a lot of people in my mind that they do so much better than what I'm doing. Maybe some of them they're in the same company, same industry, and maybe some of them they're actually outside the industries. Okay, they're doing something else. A lot of people they're at an age of maybe 20 something, but wow, they have great achievement. Come on, just like Kobe Bryant, as a case. I guess probably he's just 1 year older than I am. Oh, but come on, for the whole world knows who he is, right? He can handle the pressure that you can never imagine. Is that right? So sometimes I come to think like this. So if you think that you're good, so that's why I say good is not good enough. And don't die off too much encouragement. All right, if someone praise you, okay, live it. Okay, stay away from it, and be careful. Okay, because actually the moment that you are being praised, the next moment you can be die soon. Right? And so that's why tomorrow I have to go back to my own seat to do my own work. Okay. Salesmanship. This is another funny statement. Okay. It's a place full of people who believe in themselves, often to a degree of delusional. You know what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that sometimes they think too much. They think too much. All right. They think that the clients will show up. They think that sometimes some rich people become rich then, and then sometimes they don't make even not enough of technical approaches, but they believe that they can close cases. Come on, this is such illusional. What a big illusion. All right, for example, why people have such illusion? All right, when you come to ask a top agent, okay, ask her, okay, how did you get a case? They say, oh, well, quite easy. You know what? Well, because yesterday, or maybe last week, I gave a call to this person, and then I asked him out, and then finally, yesterday he came out and they closed the deal. Perfect. And then maybe this simple example will give you such a big illusion that it is easy to close the deal. Just pick up the call, that easy. However, it is not. For all the top agents, top people, they didn't tell you that a lot of them, a lot of the people on the other side put down the phone, or they say no, or maybe on the midway when they're going out to meet the people. However, finally they didn't show up. They didn't tell you that. They just simply tell you, okay, nothing. Call them up, come out, get the check. That's it. Come on. What a big illusion, right? So come to think about it. So what you're having, nobody is good, it's bad, it's normal. It is just as normal as all successful they're doing. Very normal. And I hope CK doesn't mind. Just now, when Mr. Zhou Chen gave a little big target to her, and then she's actually feeling the pressure as well. Oh, come on, yeah, like that, right? I can feel that. So that's why what I'm saying is that everyone has the same feeling, but only there's a big difference between successful people, between the normal people, is that the successful people, they can conquer it, they can handle it, they can solve it, they can absorb it. Mind your inner thoughts. Mind your inner thoughts. The following video will show you precisely why I mentioned that in the last 2 minutes. A Nike commercial
Middle seat's open.
made last year
They look so non-judgmental.
in the gym room.
I don't trust that.
Sometimes you think that you're not good
I'm running
enough.
half a half marathon.
Oh, I cannot run. Come on, I'm not that
2
good.
miles?
What?
Oh, good. A bunch of models right in front of me.
All right, 2 miles. You're kidding me.
Changed my life.
All right, can I do it?
Focus.
Mind your feet. Mind your feet. Come on.
Why are there so many mirrors?
Don't mind me over here with my little baby weights, baby arms. What am I even doing?
All the people
This is
looking
actually
at
really
you.
motivating.
No.
I love running. It's really fun. Exercise reduces stress.
Steady. I got this. Oh, I can't. Almost
All right,
there.
come on.
I can't.
Talking to yourself. I can. And
Did it.
I did it. Yes.
Let's go again.
Let's go again. If you would like to give a big hand, give now. Okay. All right, making telephone approach is like vomiting. Why I say that? I really did not look forward to it, but after that, I felt better. I wrote all these lines, okay? Yeah. Is this quite true? It's true. It's true, right? Yeah, it's true. Yes. Before, or you never look forward to that, okay? But after you did it, then you feel better, okay? Making telephone approach is just as simple as that. And just how I mentioned is that even for all the top people, they feel scary. Trust me, they feel scary. No one loves to be rejected. No one. But they can just conquer that. They can just handle that. And they can just conquer the feelings that, all right, one side, that they are scared of it, or maybe they don't like it. However, the other side, they can still do it. This is the difference between those two kinds of people. So just that's why when I mentioned maybe some athletes, maybe Kobe Bryant, he can still do what he always is doing on the court when there's no one is besides him, even though he knows that that is the last shot of the game. He can still do what he's actually doing every day. And, all right, this line is quite funny as well. For some people, it's just a praise, but for us, it's a home. Come to think about it, would you regard this career as just a job or a career? Would you regard this job, this career, is actually your home or just a praise? If you don't get me, all right, I'll give you this little example. Of course, last night I was staying in the hotel. Would you next time go to a hotel? Will you actually clean the room before you leave to make it like exactly the same when you just went into the room? I don't think so, right? That's only my fault. That's not my bad, right? This morning I didn't make up the bed. I mean, no one does, right? Because that's a praise. That's not your home. You just stay for one night and then the other day you leave. So if you know that what I'm saying is that this is totally different behavior if you think that this is not only a job, but it's actually a career. You have to stay here for long, for a whole life long. But I can tell you, when I just started this career when I was 23, I still remember this is a real conversation. I told all my friends at that moment. I just joined this company for 1 month, 2 months maybe, and then at that time I remember 2 years later there will be a convention happened in Australia, and then I called to a lot of my friends that we did the same degree in the same university. I came back to Melbourne. I called them and said, you know what? 2 years later, I will be going back to Australia to be representing AIA, to have a meeting over there for a week. And a lot of my friends responded to me that, wow, are you serious? You know that you'll be representing the company 2 years later? Is that right? Wow. I said, yes. Yes, because you know what, AI is a big company, they got vision. Okay? And so they got vision, and so that's why they pick me. Okay? The first thing. And the second thing is that they got vision, and so that's why they know who they're picking 2 years later. But actually, it is not all the true story, okay? The true story is that we will have the convention 2 years later. We picked the destination as in Australia. However, I position myself, I must have been done. I could make it. I know that 2 years later, I could qualify to be one of the qualifiers in Australia. But I told all my friends that 2 years later I can do it. And so that's why what I'm trying to say is that At that moment, even though I just joined the company for 1 month, 2 months, I told them this is actually my home, not praise. You have to have the confidence to tell all your clients, to tell your friends. As soon as you can do it, you do good in this industry. I guarantee you. All right, this is this is actually the airport, Hanada. Yes, Hanada Airport. Okay, the Tokyo one, the Tokyo Airport. The Tokyo Airport was just being awarded by another organization to give an award to. Actually, this is the second time to be the cleanest airport in the whole world. And there's one lady, one beautiful lady behind. She is actually the one of the main contributors. Her name is Niisu Haruko. She's at the age of late 40s. She's now very famous not only in Japan, not only in Hanada Airport, but actually she's very, very famous in the whole internet. You know her, right? Some of them they have. If you type in her name on that, and then you can find a lot of articles, a lot of interviews about her. Why is she so famous now? She has joined the airport for 23 years, maybe. And then she's very famous of, what would I say? She got quite, 她拿了就是这个那什么奖，就是拿了 award for a few times of the best cleaning, something like that. Yes. Best cleaner. I'm so surprised. Okay, best cleaner. Okay, what an award, best cleaner. Okay, and she knows that. She knows. The article mentioned she knows 75 different ways to clean. Yes, different places. Maybe different detergents. She's an expert of it. Yes. Make it so technical and maybe even not knowing how to express the whole way. Okay. And the article, the reporter interviewed her, and then she said that because she treats the airport just like a home. Wow, that's touching not only me, but touching the whole Japan. The people there, they think that, this lady is incredible. She's beautiful inside. But in fact, you know what? She's actually half Chinese, half Japanese. And so that's why when she was young, she was discriminated by the Chinese and also the Japanese. Yes. When she was young, she was first living in China. But because of the nationality that she's having, and so that's why she was kicked out from the school, and then all her classmates didn't like her, and then so that's why she moved to Japan. However, in Japan, she was kicked out again because she's half Chinese, so she has never kind of figured out she's Chinese or Japanese. When she was doing the interview with the reporter, and then the reporter asked her, "What language do you like to speak? Do you like to do the interview in Chinese or Japanese?" She said, "I prefer Japanese because I've been living here for at least 30 years, and then working in the airport for 23 years." And then she got the award presented by the Japanese airport as well. And so that's why she's very proud that she's now working there. And then the reason why I mentioned her a lot is because she said that if you treat the place that you're working in just like a home, you are actually the winner. I believe in that too. Next, this is the newspaper made for her. Okay, #1 in the world. Dream big with high execution power. Why I said that? Before I end my presentation, I remember there's one story. This is the true story happened during the World War II time. Okay, at that time, after the World War II, especially the U.S. at that moment they were having a very very bad economy. During that time, our 4 people, one is actually they have no job. Okay, and then this story it was happening in the cinema industry. You know what? At that time, the cinemas, the movies, they were made in black and white with no sound, and also the cinema was very poor and dirty. Of course, there's actually a lot of people, they got no money. How could they spend money on entertainment, right? However, the bosses of a lot of the cinemas, at that moment, they started to think that they cannot just do like that. Okay, they have to change the things around. Okay, they have to change it. 就是不可以，就是close it 就算了。所以就是 alright, they started a committee meeting and then they started to think of some solutions. And then after that, some new inventions were invented at that moment. First, the movie starting from that age become colors, not black and white. Second, with sound, and also one big invention is that in the cinema they started to sell food, snacks. You know what? Among snacks, you know just guess, which snack is having the most profit? Just guess. Popcorn. Yes. It is 1 to 99. What is the second most profitable? What's that? Drinks. Yeah, well, you guys are brilliant. Yes. And starting from that age, that period, and then all the cinemas decided to have snack selling in the area, and also not only that, a lot of the cinemas owners they started to have to build some restaurants among the cinemas, and that's why they create a lot of business over there. So that's why just now why I mentioned the movie industry and also the lady is that you or we have to treat this place as our home. Lastly, your story, whatever it might be, is written for one reason. This is actually the line from a movie. Have you ever watched a movie called 5 to 7? It is a new movie. I watched that on the flight to New York last month. 5 to 7. The last line is say that okay, wow, it's your story, whatever it might be, is written for one reader. That makes me think of, you're so right. For myself, why I'm joining this industry? Because I like to talk to people. I like to do presentation. At that moment, I didn't pick marketing, I didn't pick advertising. Because I know that those industries, they're not making money and they're not a long-term career. I would like to do salesmanship. I'm not sure what your story will be like, but I'm so sure you must have one reason why join this industry. So come to think about it, that story, your story, is at least written for you yourself. Maybe you should tell your story to all your clients. Some clients, they're very interested to know why you're joining this and why you're so passionate, why you're dressing up, why you're showing your passionate face. They want to know that. So tell your story, not only to yourself, but to your clients too. The last video I would like to show is actually about my team. I directed the whole movie. I created the whole story as well. And then I can tell you right away here, you guys are the first audience that I showed, even before my team members, because I just got it yesterday. Okay, I hope you like it. So, try to see some meanings behind. Okay, please. You know this song? Anyone knows? No? It's by Ethan Chen. Three of them, they graduated from the university. I record a lot of people from the university, the fresh grads, just like me. Alvin and Linda, they met in my team, and they got married 2 years ago. We're just like families. Sometimes we share, we have coffee.
就在夢內發掘這真相，除非你是我，才可與我常在一個。
We regard ourselves as professional and also young and passionate and beautiful.
除非你是我，才可晝夜同在。
We did all the same.
戀不來，從厭倦裏便扣取恨愛。在一起與你工作，在一起與你摸索，兩個人重拾佔有的快樂。
They're car lovers. We hang out. We create a car club. What I'm writing is that the one teaching Tai Chi can be not a Chinese. The one learning Kung Fu, not only in the stadium. As long as you're willing to learn, anywhere, anyone can be your teacher. 一個人從鏡內發展恩愛，除非你是我，才可晝夜同在。We can have our career here as well. We can have our families, of course. Can you make it louder? Thank you. And I just what you mentioned. You touched me. You said you're giving an example to your daughter, right? Come on, that's so touching. You made me almost cry just now. Unbelievable. Keep going. Nobody is a world environment. Oh, maybe you're at the bar. The atmosphere is everything. 從鏡內發展恩愛，除非你是我，才可晝夜同在。戀不來，從厭倦裏扣取恨愛。在一起會有多美，在一起也會不美。一個人同捱到老不靠運氣。I made some shots as well. I started the whole thing in the story and then delegate which one is which. I made that because I think it's not my job. And I actually don't know how that I treat my family just like my family. So we work together, we live together, we pray together, we have laughter and tears, and then, most of the time, laughter. Okay. And then I wish all of you guys here to be the MDRT this year, and also to help the end of Singapore to eat what to make 500 MDRT members this year. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek, for the sharing of many words of wisdom that has captured both our imagination and also attention. Now I would like to have on stage our CAO, Ms. Wong Zikit, to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Derek Lau before she gives her closing address.
Thank you.